So everybody's bad at some shit. Nobody's not great at nothing. But some people seem to think that you should act like you are. And while I understand where that comes from, it's almost always better to acknowledge it when you're not great at some things. Honestly, it's not really even that embarrassing because everyone is at some stuff. Anyways, in case you need a few examples, here's some things that I've noticed that me or the people around me are bad at. Had to space it out because I'm putting the intro there and I've got the one-word title thing going. Yeah, no, whatever works for you. Sorry, I'm bad at phones. So I'm not great at flirting, but I just realized that there's no way of saying that I'm not a serial killer that doesn't make me seem even more like a serial killer. So I'm looking at your menu and I'm clearly out of my depth here, so I'm just gonna say a number and hope for the best. Women drivers, am I right? Twist ending actually has nothing to do with driving. It's about guys who are bad at saying things that everyone agrees with, but they think they're not. On the actual topic of driving, pedestrians have right-of-way, alright? It's real important that you're down with all of the road rules that have to do with you driving around while there's also people walking around, because they're just a guy. You're a guy wrapped in a metric ton of fast metal. The worst case scenario for you is that you have to wipe a little of that guy off of your car later. Sorry if I went off on this one a little bit. It's just, I've almost died a couple times. Now, not everyone has to have a perfect Obama impression or a good fake accent of any kind. Spelling, you know what? I can own that. There's shit that even autocorrect can't help me with. It's like, well, if you don't want cinnamon, then I don't know what the fuck you want from me. And I'm like, synonym, just sound it out. And it's like, I'm trying, but you somehow used 0 vowels, including Y, amazingly. And then I give up and use the Google voice search to help me. And I have to live with the permanent shame of not being able to spell for shit in my search history forever. And I do it all again when I gotta spell cinnamon. Let's just say there's a reason I'm standing in front of a camera and not writing half-decent jokes in a context where I don't have to wear pants. Expanding on that, I'm not bad at wearing pants, but I don't think anyone's always into it. I am real bad at making myself not eat more food than I inarguably should at a time. And if 95% of the things people share on Facebook are accurate, that's pretty goddamn relatable. So as long as I'm doing it for me, this doesn't really matter, but I'm not always the best at making jokes, but it would be ridiculous for me to assume that everyone else is just bad at getting jokes. That's definitely not a thing anybody else does, am I right? Why is no one laughing? Come on, guys. So there's some things that people are bad at, most of them me. I mean, they are all jokes, but you know what they say about jokes? Sometimes they're real. Does that make sense? If there was an outro thing to totally fuck up, I guess it would be this one. Anyways, if you liked the video, like it, share it, tag someone in it, and don't tell them why, and just let them think it's one of the things. Or if it's one of the things, tell them which one of the things, and then they can stop doing it.